So as you can see, I'm about 75% done, and I decided to use this part to show you my tutorial. So I'm just misting my hair with some water so I can start the detangling process. This is not done on freshly washed hair, this is old stretched out hair. And to detangle, I'm going to be using For.ti.Fy'd Naturals Hydrating Leave-In Conditioner. I really love this stuff. It has a nice smell to it. As you can see, it's a runny type of conditioner. It has a lot of slip, which is great for detangling. And I'm just going to coat this section with the leave-in conditioner so I can detangle my hair. I'm going to use the wide tooth comb first, starting from the bottom and working my way up to the roots. Followed by a rat tail comb so I can part the next section for my flat twist. So since this is somewhat in the crown, front of my head, this is going to be my top view, and I'm going to do another section on the side of my head so you can see how to do a flat twist. So I'm just going to put that out of the way. Make sure it's completely detangled. Using my Denman brush so it can kind of define the ends of my hair. And now I'm going to be using the For.ti.Fy'd Naturals Intense Hydrating Potion. Guys, this stuff is literally magic in a bottle simply because it has the lock method in the bottle. So it's just cutting your styling time right in half instead of using 3 products. Okay, so as I'm working this stuff in this section of my hair, I'm going to begin the flat twist. Did I mention that this stuff smells like cherries? Okay, so I made a tutorial before on flat twisting, but for those who haven't seen it, basically all you're doing is just grabbing 2 strands of hair, and you're going to be grabbing hair as you go. Once you have no more hair left, like the rest of the hair that's hanging, I'm going to grab one of these clips just to basically hold it aside, and I'm going to detangle the hanging hair one last time so I can stiffen it a bit to add the perm rods. I like to add it from the ends of my hair simply because I haven't mastered it from starting from the root. So you want to make sure that your hair is not frizzy as you're rolling it on, because when you're unwinding it, it will come out frizzy. So make sure that you smooth enough product in and just twist your wrist right around until you secure the rod. And I'm going to show you guys again. Okay. So here's my last flat twist. Again, I'm just misting this section with some water so I can detangle. I already used the conditioner, so I'm just adding a little bit of the hydrating potion, and I'm going to begin to flat twist. So I don't know if this is a better angle as opposed to the top angle, but I'm just making sure that it's detangled once again, and I'm going to grab 2 strands of hair, and you're going to twist the same way you would a regular 2-strand twist, except you want it to stick to the roots. So you're going to be picking up hair as you're flat twisting in whatever direction you're going. In this case, it's going to the front of my head. Again, I'm going to add a little claw clip just to secure it in place. I'm going to detangle the hanging hair once again because it stiffens it with the product, which is what I want. I want it to have a smooth finish as I'm adding the rod. So I'm going to grab the ends of my hair, wrap it around 1 or 2 times and roll it in an upward motion, and I'm going to basically turn my wrist and just wind it right around to the root. And you want to secure the hanging part of the rod to the root to make sure it's completely stuck and not moving. Now I'm going to bed and I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, now for the takedown. When you're taking out the perm rods, because I don't have the little wrap papers, you want to make sure that you either hold it from one direction and just unwind it in the opposite direction that you put the rod on, simply because you don't want it to snag. It has like these little hooks, not hooks, but like these little teeth on the rods. So you got to be very careful when you're taking them down, simply because you want to eliminate any type of frizz. So just watch how I carefully unwind it. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to take these out. Okay, so I'm going to just add about a dime-sized amount of the potion that I used the night before, as opposed to using an oil. And I'm just going to smooth it on my hair, just so I have something on my hands when I'm taking it out. And here we go. The reason why I decided to flat twist the root of my head was because when you're unwinding flat twist, usually the curls will separate naturally, and it kind of, to me, I just thought it was easier. So I'm just going to basically separate, following as I'm unwinding where it wants to naturally separate, and I'm gonna unwind it by twirling it, the ends on my finger, so there's no type of frizz. And I don't want to do too much separating, simply because I want it to last for at least 3 or 4 days. So you can see how I'm just grabbing little pieces where they want to separate and just twirling it at the end of my finger. Show you again one more time. First, I started unwinding the hanging hair, and once I get to the actual roots of my hair, I am going to unwind or untwist and just twirl it where it naturally separates. Okay, so fast forward. Here's a better look at how I separate my curls. I'm just grabbing pieces where they naturally want to separate and twirling the ends around my finger. Sometimes I use my hands to kind of fluff it, or you can use a pick. I don't want too much volume on the first day because, again, I want it to last for a few days. So I'm going to pick at the roots just a bit. So at this point, my sole purpose for picking out my hair is not to get volume. Mainly it's to pick out those harsh lines from the flat twist. So I'm just teasing my roots. I'm also going to be using my hand and just shaking my head in a side to side motion, just so it can fall a bit more naturally. So there you guys have it. If you guys did like this tutorial, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.